guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Advait Pillai, and today we are going to be continuing our Python basics course, and this is going to be the part 5. So let's begin now. So today we are going to be looking at arithmetic and exponential operators. Okay guys, so to start with, we look at the addition sign, which is the plus sign, as all of us know. So if I take a variable here, let's say variable x, and then if we give it the value 10 plus 10, and then if we run it, oh my bad, if we print a now, I mean print x, because x is the value to be printed. So let's see what the value is. As you guys can see, the value is 20, so our addition is working correctly, which is the plus sign. Now we look at subtraction, which is the minus sign. So for subtraction, we write, let's take a variable y, and then if we write 10 minus the subtraction operator minus 5, and then if we print y now, and then if I run it, as you can see, the answer 5 has been executed because 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay guys, and then let's continue. The next sign is for multiplication, which is the asterisk sign. Now if we take a variable z, and then if we give it the value 2 multiplied by 4, and then if we do print z, now if we execute it, as we can see 8 has been executed, which is the correct answer for 2 times 4. Okay guys, so now we look at the division operator, which is the backslash symbol, which is the division operator. So for that, let's take a variable, we'll take p, and then if we write 4 divided by 2, and then if we print p, and then if we run it now, as you can see, the answer is a float, and float is a different data type which shows the answer in fractional base decimals. Okay guys, so 4 times 2 is 2, and here in the type of a float, it's showing 2.0, which is 2.0, which is basically the same answer too. Okay guys, and now let's look at the floor division operator, which is 2 backslashes. Okay guys, it rounds off a decimal quotient. Okay guys, so let's use it and check what does it actually mean. So let's take a variable q now, and if we take the same example, 14 floor divided by 5, and then if we print q, and then if we run it, as you guys can see, we got the answer to the nearest, I mean the smallest number the 5 can divide 14 up to is 10, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So it rounded off to the decimal quotient, which is the nearest. Okay guys, so this is how floor division works. Now let's look at the modular division. Okay guys, the modular division is basically used if you want to get the remainder. Okay guys, so now let's take a variable r for an example, and then if we write 6 divided modular divided by 2, let's take it as an example, and then if we print r now, and then if I run it, you can see the remainder is 0. Well, this is because 6 divided by 2 is 3, and the remainder will be 0. If we try this with different values, let's take some different value. Okay, let's take 11 modular divided by 5. Let's run it. As you can see, the remainder is 1, and this is correct. So modular division is basically how to get the is basically used on to getting the remainder of the values. Okay guys, so last but not the least, we'll use the exponential operator, which is used for exponential powers. So if we take a variable s, and then if we do 2 exponents to 2, so this is basically 2 square, 2 to the power 2, and then if we print s now, control s f5, we get the answer 4, which is correct. 2 times 2 to the power 2 is 4, which is 2 square. Okay guys, now if we try it with different values, if we do 3 to the power 3, let's see if it works. And as you guys can see, the answer is 27, which is correct. 3 cubed is 27. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video guys. This was the arithmetic and exponential operators part 5. So hope you liked it. Please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. Bye guys, and stay safe.